Yeah, I mean, I think what we did was we dug ourselves a hole in the first half, communication-wise, execution-wise, and our big thing was, listen, you can't, coming out of the half, you can't win this game in one drive. So we got to execute, put drives together, and we were able to do that. The defense put us in a great position to succeed in the second half. Yeah, I mean, this one, like every loss, is tough. This team has a lot of resiliency. I don't know if I think we did a 3-and-out going in overtime, and then you give number 12 on the other side that opportunity. He has a chance to win the game at any time. And so it's a really tough one, this one. Every loss is tough, but I think the resiliency of this team is pretty amazing. We also know that there's a sense of urgency like every week, but I mean we're really in crunch time here. We know what we got, but we have to put something together if we want to keep taking steps to achieve our ultimate goal.
Mitch, you mentioned resiliency. Josh and the offense, a little bit of a slow start there, especially in the first half. But you talk about the effort of your quarterback there in the second half, just basically trying to put it on his shoulders and do what he could.
Josh is one of the toughest competitors, one of the most resilient football players and people I've been around. Never seen him point a finger, except at himself. The guy you can rally around, a guy who was in pain. I mean, you saw the pain he was in and was still asking for QB runs and still asking to put it on his back. And when you have a guy like that step into a huddle, you're so prideful in having a quarterback like that, and you want to do everything in your power to help him lead our team down the field. So this will be a game that we can learn from. We're extremely tough loss, but Josh Allen is a competitor, and if anyone questioned that after today, then they weren't watching the same game we were.
Two halves here. Tell us 2 halves. What did Coach McDermott tell you guys at halftime, and how important was it to get the run game going?
Well, they had some extremely capable pass rushers, and anytime you can run the ball or have the threat of run, it doesn't mitigate the pass rush, but it puts us in positions to be successful at times. Anytime you get a chance to slow those guys down is a good one. Coach McDermott put the game in our hands, like I had echoed before. Couldn't win this game in one drive, had to execute multiple drives, play complementary football, which is something he's always said. And I think we did that in the second half. But, like I said earlier, we dug ourselves, like you said earlier. It was a tale of 2 halves, and the first half wasn't it.
Mitch, you used the word communication. And I've heard you use that before, and things have gone kind of south during the stretch earlier this season. Can you maybe take us inside that a little bit? At this point in the season, what's going on up front from a communication?
Well, I think if you just look at the first 10 plays of today, it was just one player off of one thing, and it was something we can completely control, whether it's echoing the calls, understanding the changes that Josh might make to a play, and really just keeping no secrets. I think the thing that we got ourselves into was pretending like it was some big secret what we were doing. Everyone on the same page, even if it's wrong, is better than 4 people doing the right thing and 1 person doing something off topic. And, ultimately that comes down to me, making sure that the O-linemen get everything together. So, that was definitely one of the factors that played into that first half slump. Appreciate you.